Hey, I'm Rob, welcome to Reframe. One of the biggest mistakes people make when they're playing in a band is playing too much, overplaying. But sometimes silence is equally as important as a part that you'd be playing. Classical musicians read silence as a part. In the moments when a classical musician isn't playing, they're still reading the music. They're tracking along. That is a part. And there's a reason for that silence. It's an opportunity for other instruments to step forward. Music is all about balance. Without silence, everything fights for space. And if everything's fighting for space, nothing stands out. It's what gives music contour and shape. When everything's in, it's really intense. And then when less things are in, it's a lot less intense and easier to focus on one thing. Check out this video of John Mayer telling us to leave space in a funk groove.
Most times you're playing funk to keep this going, like... But take this stuff out and just play the chord stuff.
It's much cleaner with the space. You might use silence to allow for focus to be drawn to one instrument. For example, the mid-range of a guitar and a vocal track might compete for the same frequency range. So intentional use of space might look like the guitar player laying out when the vocals are singing, and then when the vocals leave space, the guitar player plays something. This is also called call and response. It's a very intentional use of silence. It lets each instrument breathe. Silence from the rhythm section. When the bassist and drummer are listening to when each other are playing more busy or more sparse, it allows the other one to balance their spacing. So here's an example of a cluttered bass and drum groove where the bassist and drummer, me, are playing very busy. It sounds cool, but let's hear how it might sound if the bassist is leaving some space for the drummer to play busy. Because the bass player is essentially saying, hey, here's the space for you to shine. Nice. I feel like I can really hear what the drums are doing now. On the flip side of that, if the drummer is playing very simple, then the bass player might take the liberty and be able to play a bit more funky because the drummer is holding it down. Nice. There's balance. In the song Tennessee Whiskey, the bass playing is very full and there aren't many rests until the snare drum hits and the bass has a rest. This is to make sure that there's room for the snare drum, and the bassist is intentionally muting the strings so that we can hear that. It's the perfect use of space. Consider space as an instrument to make your parts better. Leave space for other instruments in the same frequency range, and that might turn out sounding like a call and response style. And play less to make the parts matter more. Thanks for watching this episode of Reframe. I'm Rob.